Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the third overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance. Throwing first play is Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
They'll set up the screen to Herbert.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
First carry now for David Montgomery. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On first down, Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dante Pettis, 26 yards.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. Touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10.
They'll start with the option. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery.
Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they have, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And Lance again going to keep it. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And Lance now to throw.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. To throw on 2nd and 6.
Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown Bears! Byron Pringle, 47 yards.
And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to complete this one to McLeod. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
17-0 our score after 1.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And the grab by Croft.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. On the return is Jones. We call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Bears take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll put the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. 87 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
On 2nd and inches. Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Byron Pringle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead.
Santos with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Here we go.
And Lance again going to keep it. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
And Lance is...
And it's a fumble, and this is picked up by the Bears. Once more the juke. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A handoff for Herbert.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have opened the lead up to 30. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Flush to his right.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the 17,
Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And Lance going to throw.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Fielded right around the 8. Now the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Off play action, Fields.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And taken right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible that this possession is an empty one.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Smith red, blue check, pink.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Now an option play on second down. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Fields now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Gets this one to Juszczyk.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On play action, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Uses the stiff arm.
112 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40.
On the double.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. On first down, Lance.
Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
From the 39, Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Now Lance.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Throwing now is Lance.
He's got the hook up to McLeod.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
To throw, it's Lance.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Smith red. Blue check. Check pink.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now they're in the hurry-up. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Oh, what a move. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Back to throw, Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far
and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Here we go. And cycle.
One final try now for Lance. Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. The CD always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back.